What you are about to watch may make you question everything you thought you knew. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey guys, welcome back to this video. We're going to talk about 3 other conspiracy theories that a lot of people have been talking about. And it might surprise you, you might already know some of this stuff, but you may wonder, are we really alone in the world? Conspiracy number 1, basically, we'll talk about Area 51. A lot of you guys may know about Area 51. A lot of you guys may know where it is and everything. Area 51, for those people that don't know, is basically a top secret place for the government to go and have meetings and everything. But a lot of people believe that Area 51 is where people do experiments and have contact with alien technology and even aliens. It's so top secret that there's like security trucks, undercover trucks just around the area, and if you go there you get a fine of $1,000, I believe.
Why so secretive? A popular YouTube channel called Exploring with Josh has an extremely interesting video about the host of the channel, named Josh, wanting to visit Area 51. But once he got to the location, he soon discovered that government employees wouldn't even let him get close to a door. And that prompted Josh to ask the question, why? Why is this location so secretive? As you watch the clip that originally garnered over 2 million views, you start to ask yourself some of the same questions. One interesting note that came out of this video, Josh claims that only Verizon cell phone customers can get service this close to Area 51. Can anyone confirm that? And if that indeed is the case, then why? Area 52. So here's an interesting theory. Some people believe that Area 51 is actually a cover-up for, get this, Area 52. That's right, according to some researchers and conspiracy theorists, that area that we know of as Area 51, which is heavily guarded by the Pentagon in the United States, is just the popular place of concern. There is actually another military base that has been labeled Area 52 in government documents. Also known as the Tonopah Test Range, it's said to house over 25,000 troops in an underground lair, and that this is said to be where the real alien testing goes on. Found in Tonopah, Nevada, you can now take this fun fact to your water cooler.
But around the area, there has been a lot of sightings, mostly a lot more than regularly. There have been a lot of sightings of alien spaceships, just alien technology, just weird stuff in the skies. A lot of people have been managed to go to it, but if you go a little bit further, you probably will be entering Area 51 and probably will be taken out or in prison for, I don't even know how many years they do it, but I think they just give you a fine and let you go, but I don't know. Other people believe that basically if you get caught by one of these people and you see too much, you are literally like disappeared from the whole entire world. Like you don't exist and everything. And I've seen a case on that, which you'll see a little bit of a clips right now. Area 51 is basically just a very creepy and eerie place. A lot of people just try to see what it is, and they've been either chased out of there or chased out of the area, and it's like, I ain't risking my life for all that. But it's kind of interesting to know that probably we are not alone. And to be honest, a lot of people have said, what if the government is actually controlled by the aliens? Conspiracy number 2, basically time traveler. The best one. I freaking love this one because a lot of people believe time travel is real, and I personally do believe time travel is real, because just imagine, like, if you're just home and you're like a couple of minutes late and you literally want to just travel to your job, time travel over there, it will be a life freaking savior. Well, I can't really speak, but literally a lot of people have been looking at old pictures and history pictures and literally have seen time traveling people in the picture. Literally old age type of pictures where people dress like with the old dresses that are huge and tuxedos and everything, and they're just this guy literally with futuristic type of stuff on, which is weird. They said for the Kennedy shooting, they can actually see a man that looks futuristic, not in the right time, just looks different, and all of a sudden disappears. Nobody has records, doesn't know nothing about this person, and he is an actual history. And there is video proof, there's different types of video pictures everywhere that literally makes sense that probably scientists already made time travel a reality.
February 2018, a man who claimed to be a time traveller underwent a lie detector test on camera. The man, only known as Noah, said he was from the year 2030 and made several predictions for the near future. Among them, he said that Donald Trump would be re-elected for a second term of presidency. In 2028, time travel will be invented and the first humans will visit Mars. He also claimed that Bitcoin will be used as a currency, but that cash money also still exists. Noah also claims to have some sort of futuristic technology implanted in his wrist that is somehow involved in the time travel process. An X-ray confirms that there is in fact some sort of device embedded under the skin, but he refuses to have it surgically removed. Several days after the lie detector test, Noah was reported to mysteriously vanish during a live stream. It was then revealed that he contacted the channel via email, stating that he was briefly taken back to the year 2030 for interrogation, but is now back in our time.
The third conspiracy is about reincarnation. So, there is this thing that it was a child who was born and literally had memories of when he was like a life before, and he was a pilot. He knew all the planes, the family members, everything in the history of his past life, and it was kind of weird. It kept a lot of people thinking, do we really know about our life when we're little, and once we grow up it erases completely? And it's true. A lot of people have seen their children have visions, speak about stuff they're not even like understanding what it is, and they are talking about a past life their child have. I'm gonna show you a clip of what it is and who this child is, and you just make up your mind, because there's nothing else for me to say about it.
There you go.
11-year-old James Leininger looks and acts like most boys his age, but beneath his playful spirit is a very deep soul.
And I said, you know, I'm really glad you're my son, and I'm just really fun to have you as my son. And he says, well, I know, that's why I picked you.
When we first met Bruce, Andrea, and James in 2005, his passion for World War II fighter planes was obvious.
I can beat the Japanese easy as pie.
The fascination began when he was a toddler.
The pilot put him on?
James seemed intimately familiar with the aircrafts.
He started doing these little drawings of airplanes shooting at other airplanes or being shot down. Bombing ships, you see men parachuting. Here's another one where planes are dropping bombs. This is a carrier.
The violent drawings were followed by extreme night terrors.
He would just be crying. He'd say, airplane crash on fire, little man can't get out. He laid on his back and kicked up at the ceiling, and he goes, Mama, the little man's going like this. And he laid on his back and kicked his feet up. The little man's going, ooh, 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 can't get out. And I said, well, who's the little man, baby? And he goes, me. I thought Bruce and I were just gonna faint.
They questioned, what kind of plane?
Corsair.
Why did your airplane crash?
My plane was shot down.
Who shot your plane?
He looked at me like I was a village idiot. He said,
The Japanese.
where did he take off from a boat?
Do you remember the name of your boat? He said Natoma.
And his name?
He always said James, but his name is James.
Stunned by his son's words, Bruce tracked down veterans of the USS Natoma Bay.
I wanted to disprove it.
Columbus, Ohio native Leo Pyatt served on the ship.
He asked a few questions about, did I know some of the people? Oh yeah, I remember those people. Yes, there was a Jim Houston, or rather large shell, just hit him in the engine, and it burst into flames and went out.
It was all real. James Houston, born and raised in the Midwest, was shot down over Chichijima, Japan.
He got very quiet.
The Leiningers were speechless again when James met Natoma Bay veterans and recognized them by name.
You're Bob Greenwald. I'm serious.
He'd never met Bob Greenwald?
No, he'd never met him before.
They tracked down James Houston's sister, Ann.
And he goes, it's not Ann, it's Annie. She wasn't my oldest sister. I had an older sister than that. And I said, you did? Who was that? And he goes, Ruth. I mean Ruth.
Eddie is what they called me when I was little. Knowing my name and my sister's name, things that my brother did when he was a kid, it's too amazing to describe.
James recalled his favorite childhood possessions, and when we spoke to them via Skype, they shared one specific story involving James Houston's mother.
Annie had sent James the picture that her mother had painted of James Houston. And when James got it, he called Annie to thank her, and he said, where's the one Mom painted of you? And so she went and found it and sent a copy, and later on she told us that no one in the world except her brother and sister knew that there was an identical picture of Annie when she was the same age.
Amazing stories like that caught the attention of Japanese filmmakers. Not long after our story aired, they flew James and his entire family to Chichijima, Japan, and the site of James Houston's plane crash.
Took a tour of the island, got up on a ridge overlooking the harbor. James said, this is where the planes flew in the day my plane was shot down.
Without any help, James knew exactly where the plane crashed. They held a memorial service and dropped flowers over the wreckage.
And James just got so emotional and just lost it. And it was just the most heart-wrenching thing.
But when it was over,
it was cathartic.
You know, it still gives me goosebumps to think that we actually got there and we were there and we were able to close the loop, especially for James, that it was something really important to him.
And when they returned, the death and destruction pictures were replaced with this.
There's dolphins and there's the Japanese ship has its flags flying.
At James's urging, they put all of this and many more incredible stories on paper and published this new book, Soul Survivor.
I hope that it helps people understand the meaning of how precious life is, how fast it can just blow away.
The Leiningers say they aren't promoting reincarnation. Before James, they didn't believe in it.
And I really believe that there's a purpose to this story and that the God that created us wants this story told.
And I also hope that it opens people's eyes up to reincarnation. You do? Yeah, I hope it opens people's eyes up to the fact that reincarnation can happen. It is a possibility. It's not a lie.
Suzanne Stratford, Fox 8 News.
Yeah, right? Weird and creepy, but it kind of makes sense. I saw a post on Instagram basically stating that when you are born, you're literally crying. And while you're crying, it means that you are saddened because you left your past life. You left your loved ones and everything. And basically you're coming to a new world. And it kind of gave me the chills with that quote. Because once, like, just imagine that. Like, if it's real, it's like, wow. Literally, is just mind-blowing. That I could probably be reborn and literally just cry for all the memories that I had from my past life. That's just weird. Also, some visions that we do have and some stuff that we regularly do that we're like confused on why we do it, we probably did it in our past life. But yeah, guys, comment below what do you think about these 3 conspiracies. What are your details, your opinions, whatever you think you want to write, put it in the description below. And guys, aliens are probably controlling all of this, so hope you stay safe in these streets because they're probably gonna come and get you. If you want to see more clips like this, you can find it right up here. And if you haven't been subscribed, guys, click right down there.